Job's trial. The frailty of man life has a way of humbling us. One moment we feel strong, secure, untouchable. And then, without warning, everything changes. A phone call, a diagnosis, a betrayal, a loss. In those moments, we're reminded of a truth we often ignore. We are fragile. We are temporary. We are human. And no story in Scripture captures this reality more powerfully than the story of Job. Today, we're diving into Job chapter 14, where Job pours out one of the most honest reflections on the human condition ever recorded. This is not just ancient poetry. It's the cry of every soul that has ever suffered. Most of us have heard of Job's trial, a righteous man, a faithful servant, a man who loved God with a pure heart. Yet Satan, jealous of Job's devotion, challenged God. He claimed Job only served him because of the blessings. So God allowed Job to be tested. Not destroyed, but tested. In a single day, Job lost everything: his wealth, his servants, his children. And still, Scripture says, Job fell to the ground and worshipped. He declared, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Job 1:21. But the story didn't end there. Job's suffering deepened. His health failed. His friends misunderstood him. His world grew darker. And in that darkness, Job began to reflect on the reality of human life. Job 14, the frailty of humanity. In Job 14, Job speaks with raw honesty, not rebellion, not disrespect, but the voice of a man who has seen how fragile life truly is. He begins with a sobering truth. Man born of woman is a few days and full of trouble. Job 14:1. Job isn't exaggerating. He's describing the human experience. Life is short, life is unpredictable, life is filled with moments that shake us to our core. Then Job paints a picture. He comes forth like a flower and withers. Job 14:2. A flower blooms beautifully, but only for a moment. Then the sun scorches it, the wind bends it, and it fades. That is humanity. That is us.
He comes forth like a flower and withers.
Man flees like a shadow and does not continue. Job 14:2. A shadow appears, then disappears. It has no substance, no permanence.
We are here today and gone tomorrow.
But Job doesn't stop at describing human weakness. He wrestles with the deepest questions of life. If a man dies, shall he live again? Job 14:14. This is the cry of a suffering soul longing for meaning, longing for restoration, longing for God. Even in his pain, Job expresses a flicker of hope. All the days of my hard service I will wait, till my change comes. Job 14:14. Job believed that God had not abandoned him. He believed that suffering was not the end of the story. He believed that God would one day bring renewal, and that is the heartbeat of this chapter. Life is fragile, but God is faithful. Job's words echo across time and speak directly to us. We live as if tomorrow is guaranteed. We make plans as if nothing can interrupt them. We walk through life as if we are in control. But Job reminds us, our strength can fail, our plans can crumble, our lives can change in a moment. Yet even in the midst of suffering, we can hold on to God. Because while we are fragile, He is unshakable. While our days are few, His mercy is everlasting. While we fade like a flower, His promises stand forever. Job's story is not just about suffering, it's about faith. It's about trusting God when nothing makes sense. It's about standing firm when the world collapses around you. So let me ask you, if everything were stripped away, would your faith stand? If life changed tomorrow, would you still trust God? Job did. Not because he was superhuman, but because he knew the one who holds every breath we take. Life is fragile, but God is faithful. And in Him, even the broken can rise again. If this message spoke to you today, If Job's story reminded you of God's faithfulness in the middle of your own storms, then don't let it end here. Take a moment and share this video with someone who might be struggling. You never know whose faith you might strengthen. If you want more teachings like this, more encouragement, more truth, more scripture, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps this message reach more people who need hope. And before you go, drop a comment below. What part of Job's story challenges you the most? Your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Remember, life is fragile, but God is faithful. And together, we can keep spreading that truth.